Guten Tag und willkommen to this half of Monka's Simstrap. My name is Angel and I am the veteran simmer of this channel. And welcome back to episode 2 of the Monka Legacy Challenge with the Mermaid Sim Pure. This is an establishment episode. The very first episode of any legacy challenge tends to be okay, I need to get money. My sim is poor. My sim has nothing. I need to do things. So pretty much the whole episode is me getting a feel for the island that Hura is living on, as well as just doing things like going fishing, digging in the sand, that kind of stuff, to try to get some simoleons so she can, well, have a bed. The very first goal is having a bed. So I thought this would be a good episode to lay out my particular rules for this legacy challenge. So to start off with, I keep saying so. I don't mean to say that. I'm so sorry, and I just said it again. A legacy challenge is playing the same family for 10 generations. So your sim starts off, your sim is called the founder. Your founder starts, your founder has a baby. Then the baby has a baby. Then the baby has a baby, and the baby has a baby, and the baby has a baby, and it just keeps going on forever until you get to 10 whole generations. You couldn't do legacy challenges in The Sims 1, but you could do them in The Sims 2, and they have been around since The Sims 2, which came out in 2004. Legacy challenges are very old. I also want to use this episode to lay out something that I use all the time. Every single Sims thing I ever do on this channel, and Rocco might as well because I have shared these terms with him, are my terminologies for calling Sims. I use the terms seeder and birther. A seeder is a Sim who makes babies. A seeder is a Sim who gets other Sims pregnant. A birther is a sim that has babies. These terms make it so that it doesn't matter if your sim is a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. A seeder gets others pregnant, a birther has babies. For all intensive purposes, a seeder would be considered a patriarchy, and a birther is considered a matriarchy. So naturally, because my founder is a birther, I'm going to be following a matriarchy for this particular legacy challenge. So when you're doing a legacy challenge, you always want to start out with a single young adult. They're all alone in the world and they have no friends. You start them out on a big empty lot, generally the biggest empty lot in your particular game. It's not the biggest empty lot I have in my game, but it's the biggest empty lot that I wanted to use. I was not using Del Sol Valley. No. And here's Paka'a. I love Paka'a. When I first found him, I was so excited. He is the most beautiful mermaid in the game. He was created by the people who make The Sims, and he's beautiful, and I love him, and I knew he was going to be my spoos, no matter what I started with, because I love him. Anyway, sidetracked it. You start with an empty lot in a legacy challenge. And you may either start with 1,800 simoleons or 1,800 simoleons, or 0. You can start with 0 simoleons as well, and I started with 0, which is why she spends her entire episode digging and fishing. So, succession laws for a legacy challenge, more or less, how does the family continue on? I'm following a strict matriarchy. Only birthers are allowed to carry on the family name. Seeders are not allowed to carry on the name, only birthers. Only natural born children can continue on the family in my particular legacy challenge. That's not always the case. Some of my sims may even adopt children. But for this challenge, I am only using natural born children. I'm playing with something I shouldn't be doing that. Only the firstborn matriarch, the firstborn birther that fits the criteria is allowed to carry on the family. Pretty simple. I am doing this on a xenoarchy, xenoarchy, or Casenonarchy, depending on, it actually be Caseno. There's not a second N. Casenoarchy. However you want to call it, whatever, I don't care. I'm using Occult Sims. She is a mermaid. Hura is a mermaid. She's going to marry a mermaid. They are going to have a mermaid child. The mermaid child is going to find another occult, and then they're going to have children. Their child has to be that other occult, and it's going to continue on in this weird way, always going back to mermaid for 13 generations. If they happen to add a new type of occult, please add werewolves. I really want werewolves. If they happen to add another type of occult, I will incorporate that in and then end up with 15 generations or whatever. When you're doing a legacy challenge, you're not allowed to use money cheats or mods or any kind of thing in general that makes your life easier. You're supposed to play it very straight and very quote normal. This probably stems from the fact that Sims 2 started initially without as many cheats and whatnot. I don't know. But it makes it more fun to not have the ability to cheat. I don't use mods anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can't restart after a bad event happens. I have played Sims for so long that that's not even a problem for me. Um, the Legacy family can only ever stay on this lot, so her children are trapped on this lot forever. They can change house, like I can build new houses for them, but I can never move them off of the lot. They're stuck on this island forever. Sims can only use anti-aging devices that are in-game only once in their existence. No changing aspiration once it's been chosen. You have to just either complete it or just leave it sit there. No bringing Sims back from the dead. The Legacy family is the only played family in the save. Let's see what else. Spouses can't bring money into the family when they get married. Children can only be born in order to continue on the family. All traits and aspirations have to be chosen at random, and I love that. And my households are not allowed to have more than 8 Sims in it. Again, I don't use mods anyway, so that's not much of a problem for me. So that's about it. Pure has a bed. Goal achieved. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen, bis später, y'all.